guys, this is Loud Guys. Today we know that Iran has been warned by Donald Trump, and now Donald Trump is in action mode. Recently we saw what he did in Venezuela. He just took away the president, and now he's threatening Iran that he will do the same with them if they continue with killing the protesters, and that is very very bad. In India also protest happens a lot, and if people are killed for protesting, that is like you are just killing their voice.
That was so wrong, and I think so. I am with the Trump because in the Venezuelan thing, I was like, why is he kidnapping the president? But now we know the reason, and after he has also warned the Iran, so we need to see what it is.
Actually, so let's watch what is happening.
We move now to a Fox News alert. President Trump overnight standing in solidarity with protesters fighting against oppression in Iran.
Oh, they were breaking gates.
Day 6 with multiple reported deaths. The president writing on True Social early this morning, quote, if Iran shoots and violently kills peaceful protesters, which is their custom, the United States of America will come.
We are locked and loaded.
We are locked and loaded and ready to go. Hudson
and Trump never means just he just says for saying things. Never.
Start right off with your reaction to President Trump's True Social this morning.
Hey, good morning. I was told last summer that if the president struck the Iranian nuclear program, the consequences would be World War III and the consolidation of support for the Iranian regime within Iran. Obviously, the opposite essentially in both cases has come to pass, and you have the Iranian regime here teetering on the brink. The president's words are welcome, and sometimes we underestimate the power of words in situations like this to give
there's no point in underestimating
people,
Donald Trump.
the dissidents and the protesters in the streets of Iran who are acting at extraordinary peril, standing up for their own freedom. But as the president's own comments imply, words are probably not going to be enough. We've been down this road before. These protests tend to have tragic endings, and it may be helpful for the United States to take action in support of the protesters.
And you see some of the images of these protests on your
and
screen
only United States can take action. No other country has that power.
Chanting, quote, death to the dictator, a clear reference to Iran's supreme leader,
death to the dictator.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.
The US is like big daddy.
Deteriorating economic conditions, particularly since the 12-day war with Israel this summer. Take a look at these numbers from the New York Times. The annual inflation rate, 42.2%.
Oh, 42% inflation.
In real, the currency dropped to a record low against the U.S. dollar. Salaries dropping.
Salaries are dropping.
And the 2026 budget shows substantial decreases in
money.
revenue and increases in reliance on taxes.
They have no
now,
choice.
These protesters
in India we have 4%
inflation.
And they have 42%.
You referenced this a little bit, but I just want to really dig into this. What is the kind of personal risk that these protesters are taking, and do they stand any chance of actually getting what they want?
No, I don't think so.
The risk is death. This regime is one of the world's great executioners. This year alone, hundreds if not thousands of Iranians have died in its prisons.
Thousands?
Since the 12-day war back in June, which was followed by rounds and rounds of arrests at home. The stakes are total for these people. And your economic statistics are all absolutely correct. And they also, by the way, point the direction for this administration to follow should they choose to offer support. Standards are protesters getting shot. There are reports of that.
That's a government car.
And it's further economic pressure. It's going after the regime's revenue sources. In particular, enforcing the sanctions that are already on the books targeting the regime's energy revenues that will really begin to put pressure on this regime, which is what you're going to have. This regime is willing to use force. It has used it over and over again.
I think the people have had enough.
What's going to happen here again,
now they're fighting back.
And this only has a good ending if the regime starts to doubt its own
but they
ability
need U.S. help.
to continue. That's the effect that this administration would need to generate.
Aaron, I got one more quick one for you as we move now to Venezuela. The Trump administration implementing a lot of the same tactics, trying to cripple Venezuela's economy. But notably, in a state interview television, Nicolas Maduro said that he's now ready to speak.
I think this was before his capture. He was ready to talk.
Do you think
they said, okay, come to my place.
Regime change.
We will take you.
Pick you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, if I were Nicolas Maduro, I might want a deal as well. Venezuela really is the target of relentless sanctions enforcement on top of some other pretty strong measures. We see the Trump administration seizing these tankers at sea. We have this complicated story of the tanker that's claiming to be Russian right now, running from the United States Coast Guard. It's not clear exactly what the terms of the deal would be, given that, as you point out in your question, for several weeks now, it's been pretty clear that what the Trump administration wants is Maduro's own removal. And if what Maduro is going to bring to the table involves things like further
No, he will
Eurasian
join the
great
table.
power interference in the Western Hemisphere, like the Russian diplomatic involvement in this tanker situation, I can't imagine that's going to be that attractive to this administration.
I think as far as Iran is concerned, it is the best time for America to do something, because I think so America has been waiting to attack, or to clean Iran, as you can say, because Iran has been in trouble for a lot of time. It does not have any democracy, it has dictatorship, and the people there are also very fed up of their dictator, because the way he has been dealing with things, and US has put a lot of sanctions on it, because of which they cannot export, import, do anything properly or in the legal way possible. So I think so this is the best way, or the best time for US to go in.
And if we talk about the inflation rate, like as you said, in India it is like maybe 4%, I guess.
Yeah, 4-5%.
Yeah, 4 to 5%, and over there it is 42%.
My
I think
God.
that's a big thing. And now I understand that why they are protesting, because that is like too much. Even in the 4%, like I've seen people complaining, oh my God, inflation is rising, how middle class people will survive and everything. But I think so here the image of America is like, if you have problem, just go there. Or even if, without asking also, even Trump is helping them.
Yeah, not because asking, but I think so because
Maybe.
Iran helps Venezuela
Yeah.
and all the other countries that disturb America. That is why like they have a problem, especially with Iran. So what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.